1999年の7月終わらないんだよ。20日に世界が終わる。いい？今から飛ぶのよ。力を取り戻すために、世界を救うために。20日に世界が終わる。突然なんてことをやっていていいのでしょうか。世界が生まれた時から定められたことなのです。
聞くがよい。世界は20日で動くものどもよ。これは紛れもない真実だ。
全てを知り、そして全てを知らない間宮くんが。好きだけどまだ言えないの。兄さんがいなくならないって証明して。代償もなく願いを叶えられることなんてありえない。いずれ去る時に必ず言霊で心をねじ曲げることになる。あなたは今何色ですか？知らない。
月曜日、賑やかな夜、ラジオに紛れそっとビート刻む。誰も気づかない、とてもかすかにそれは始まる。幾億年の時を超え、その続きで光に乗って不思議な出来事に僕らはためらったね。途方もないことが起きている。音波の構図の中におや君を見つけたよ。淡い影だけの姿、何かを求め手を伸ばす。新世界のドア開け、真っ白夢に乗っていくつも海越えて強くなれるよ、優しくなれる。誰よりみんな知ってる神話のよう。桜舞う夜にもう一度夢を見よう。現実を脱ぎ捨て花になろう。遥かな風のささやき、耳を澄ませばほら。
Hello, and welcome back to Aikome. Let's get started with today's read through. And we're gonna get started with Iina's route. Where's the is it working? Actually, let's see if it works. I have a bad feeling. Okay, looks like it's loaded. All right. Like the other two heroine we had, Kasumi and Shinobu, we are just gonna pick her 3 times, and that's her route. There's one thing I want to comment. I was thinking about how Kasumi and Shinobu's route went. As far as I know, I don't know what Iina's route is gonna be like. I'm given the impression that compared to the 2 other heroines, there's something going on with her. Because of the whole angel, there's no way they brought up like the whole Hane angel weather things out of nowhere. Meanwhile, these 2, and give me the impression both of them represent like, both of them are normal girls, you know, nothing, as you know, like in the middle of each round there's going to be some sort of main story stuff that is so far removed than whatever is happening in her route and whatever is happening in her route when they're involved. It is so far removed from these two are so far removed. And based on Shinobu's route, we know Romi is gonna be part of the main. Well, we know she's the main heroine, but like, so she's obviously part of the main route. But we saw in Shinobu's route that she's also involved in that secret war sort of thing going on. My interpretation right now is that no matter what happens, every time our guy tries to seek a normal life, you know, to a normal girl like Kasumi or Shinobu, you know, he doesn't get a normal life at the end. I mean, he kind of does in the end, but he has to go through something that's related to the main plot, you know. Actually, at the end of Shinobu's route, it isn't so bad. Like, at least he got the return, but he disappeared for 4 years. And I don't think he can explain it. I don't think he's in a situation he can explain it, or their family could be targeted or something, you know, because they're trying to do secret society stuff. In Kasumi's, it kind of sucks more in Kasumi's route. He ends up being, yeah. All right, let's start Iina's route. What should I do? My LLM, please load. My LLM. I have limited time today because I decided to read Subahibi. Oh no! What is this? Oh wait, I know what's going on. So then I forgot to start the LAN service. Give me a second. Okay, Matt. My bad. I've been doing a lot of tinkering with my computer, so forgot to turn on the network to my LLM. Anyway, I came to the Gakuen site, but I didn't have any particular purpose. Oops, wrong thing I'm clicking. Even if someone told me to interact with people, it's not like I could do that. Soyeba, I've been coming to the Gakuen site for a while, but I never really interacted with anyone. Maybe the place is just bad, but where should I even go? As if to interrupt my thoughts, a lively performance could be heard. It seems like an ensemble was taking place in a nearby classroom. Even though it's supposed to be a day off, they're really working hard. Huh? I just noticed someone I know. Isn't that Sakashita? He was blowing the trumpet with serious expression. Soyeba, Sakashita joined the brass band club, didn't she? Romi said to interact with people. Sakashita Iina, huh? So, in the end, was I smitten with her at first sight? Love at first sight? I tried to convince myself that it was just a way to meet Romi, but when I think about it calmly, that's impossible. It's not like I have any particular feelings for Sakashita herself, but falling in love at first sight is just like a daydream. There's no way someone like me would be fooled by something so trivial. But then, what was that all about? The first time I saw Sakashita, for a moment it looked like she had Tsubasa. Was that? It wasn't just that. There was something slightly mysterious, fishy about Sakashita. She repeatedly turned down my invitations and only to suddenly agree without hesitation. I don't have a CG, man. I only plan to go for 1 hour. thanks, Subahibi. And there were times when their true intentions were hard to read. If I had to guess, she might be harboring something pretty dark inside. If there is a meticulous cunning calculation swirling beneath that peaceful facade, it would make for an intriguing personality. Maybe, if I interact with her, I'll be able to see through that side of her. I stop and decide to observe the scene inside the small entrance window for a while. Sakashita was desperately blowing something. Was it a trumpet though? I'm bored. Staring at Sakashita as she played wouldn't tell me anything. Why didn't she just finish the performance and start something more meaningful? What on earth is Sakashita finding enjoyable about participating in this ordeal? If it were something forced by class, that would be one thing.
あれ相打ちじゃない。
Oh yeah. There are other characters in this VN. I'm surprised to see another heroine in another route. You know what I mean? We didn't even see like Kasumi in like Shinobu's route. I mean, it makes sense for Romy to show up. She's essentially like the Kuro of like every damn route for some reason. Someone called out to me from behind. Huh? Are? It was Nishino.
何やってんの？教室の中覗いて。
Yeah. 別に。
あ、坂下さんがいる。
What is it then?
マイエンジェル。こにゃん
Really embarrassing to say out loud. My angel. I told you, it's not like that. That's not it.
なんだい教室の前で騒いで。
A male student came out from inside. ごめんなさい。Sakashita peeked her face out.
あれ相打くん。それに西野さん。
なんだ坂下さんの知り合いか。何かな見学かな。だったらぜひどうぞ。
I like her BGM. Do they even actually have You know what? I'm gonna get the album later. Download. Anyway. Huh? Yeah, it's not like that, right? Nishino had already disappeared by then. What a quick escape. You could tell she only exists for this purpose, to bring her out of the classroom. She's not a character. She's literally a device for the plot to move forward. Plot device. Well, whatever. If I go and observe anyway, might as well just step inside and watch openly. Well, I was just a little curious. Kinimaru.
そうかそうか。どうぞ。相内くんだよね。いつも成績で上位にいるよね。はじめまして、吹奏楽部の部長の高木です。
ありがとう。
じゃあ僕らは練習してるからゆっくり聞いてってよ。
Wait, no, that's not arigato. That's like domo or some shit. Because sometimes it translates it as stinks or like konnichiwa. I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't know why it's translating as. Maybe it's one of those words that have different connotation. You know what? I'll learn Japanese at one point. Let me figure that out. Because that's really rubbing the LLM really hard. And saying thanks there doesn't make sense. Sorta. Maybe that's where it made sense, thanks. The performance began. I absentmindedly watched the scene unfold. Oh no. And getting sleepy. Sakashita was earnestly playing with a serious expression. Why is Sakashita doing this? Well, not just her. Well, pondering such things was a pastime in itself. Where do people gather to play wind instruments? Why does Sakashida-san participate? Doshite. Humans are born. They think of the uchu. What is nothingness? What is jikan? So rude. Falls asleep in the middle of like. Well,
あゆちくん
it wouldn't be Aichi Shuta without being an asshole. Go in. I dozed off. It seemed I'd fallen asleep without realizing it.
まあ気持ちはわかるよ。ただ聞いてるだけじゃ眠くなるよね。
Oh, at least it's nice.
そうだ、どうだったかな。僕たちの演奏を聞いて、せっかくだし感想を聞かせてほしいな。
You're asking a dude who fell asleep his opinion. So you're asking his opinion of his nap. What the fuck? それ。
正直なところを話してくれていいよ。
When I really listened, it felt a bit scattered and hard to follow in places.
案外ちゃんと聞いてくれてたんだ。
That's why he fell asleep. He felt like this wasn't worth listening to.
まあまだ練習始めた新曲だからね。これから演奏を重ねて音を合わせていくんだ。
Fine-tuning the harmonies? And then what?
え？どうなるって言われてもなんか嬉しい。
Ah, そっか。
どうしたのかな。何か気になる？
気になります。I can't put it quite into words. It feels like a pointless task. Honestly.
不毛って。
This guy just no chill.
あやつくん
Huh? What's up, Sakashita-san? Oi! What's going on?
いたたまれなくて逃げてきたんだよ。
Can't stand it. What for?
あゆちくんが不毛とか言うからダメだよ部長さんにあんなこと。
My wari. I just spoke my honest thoughts.
そうなんだ。でもそんなこと言ったらダメだよ。みんな一生懸命やってるんだし。
That's exactly why I said it was pointless. Buddha da. The idea of so many people spending their time to align the harmonies. It felt like a waste of resources.
そういうのがダメだと思うよ。
If you got a counter argument, go ahead. I'm just voicing my opinion. You asked for it.
反論って。
That's what a discussion is, isn't it?
なんでいきなり議論しないといけないの？
Why is arguing a bad thing?
私もなんかわからなくなってきたぞ。
What if this is the girl who challenges him being an asshole? I realize it. Like, even the end of Shinobu's route, it feels like she still looks down at Shinobu. Not gonna lie, that's the kind of relationship they have. Like, there's some sort of power dynamics involved with Shinobu, but Shinobu's like, I'm happy, this is the power dynamic. Meanwhile, in Kasumi, it was a little bit more like he still gets to be an asshole, but you know, they sort of kind of enjoy each other's presence. The dynamic was a little bit more equal, but like, yeah. But he's still an asshole. But here, This might be the route where he stops being an asshole at the end of it. Ma, you're right. You got a point. Maybe I phrased it poorly. I'll go apologize for now. Ayamaru.
それはしなくていいと思うよ。
Why not? You're right. I did say something a bit selfish. So go apologize.
いいから。
Sakashida-san tugged on my sleeve, trying to pull me back. What's with her? Does she want to go home with me? She's a bit of an enigma. What do you mean? Where did it come from? Go home with me. Anyway.
あゆちくんってよくわからないな。
For some reason, I ended up walking with Sakashida all the way to the Ike. We walk in almost complete silence. I glanced sideways at Sakashida walking beside me. She kept her head down, so I couldn't make out her expression. Interaction, huh? Sakashida, why are you in the brass band? It's basically like a choir competition, right? You keep playing the same song over and over until everyone's in sync. It's nothing but torture.
苦行かな。まあ確かに大変だよね。
Oh yeah, he's not a team player type of person. So he doesn't understand the concept of syncing with other people. So, why would you willingly do something like that?
そりゃ人に合わせるって大変だけど、でもみんなで力を合わせてこそできることってあるよ。
Our friendship. Anyway. そっか. Things that require working together, huh? Is that the reason you're in the brass band?
そう聞かれたらそれだけじゃないかな。一人じゃできないことなんていろんなことがあるし、それこそチームプレーの必要な部活は全部ってことになるよね。
So why the brass band?
だからそれは。
For some reason, Sakashida's face turned bright red, all the way to her ears as she stammered.
それはその好きだから。恥ずかしい。
Like ski? So that's why? What? It couldn't be me, given the context. Wait, what? Is it a literal who? Because I interpreted the who question mark a while ago was like, maybe it was a mistranslation. So it's literally... And Sumari, she's in the brass band because there's a guy she likes there. Did I misunderstand? Yeah, maybe that was making it harder to understand what's going on. Well, it's not an uncommon reason, I guess. Sounds fine to me. After all, love is kind of like a joint effort too. His conceptual concept of love or relationships, whatever that means.
何?
Oh, I see what's going on. She said the right thing, but he misunderstood it as like, oh, because she likes someone. In her case, she just likes playing the brass with instruments.
あやちくんがいきなりロマンチックなこと言い出した。
Did I say something weird?
まあ。
Right? falling in love and having kids together is also kind of a joint effort. That come from, bro? So, you want to do that?
何？どういう話の飛び方？
What the fuck is this guy doing? Good luck. 頑張れ。じゃあまた。
バイバイ。
バイバイ。
そもそもなんであゆちくんと帰ることになったんだっけ？
Pointless, huh? Maybe I praised it poorly. What do I even know about ongaku and performance? Cutting up as pointless without properly explaining would naturally upset her. So, was I the one at fault? Well, whatever. Whatever. Repeat it, whatever. And they're still at it today. I arrived in front of the brass band club. I remember what Sakashita had said earlier.
それはその
Wait, give me a second. I need to pause. Okay, Matt.
好きだから。
Yeah, there might be a confusion by my LLM because it's saying because I like it. It could be also right when she said it ski dakara, because ski is generally just saying like. But it can also, man, I'm having this kind of problem. Maybe I might as well learn at this point. She is enduring the hardships of being in the brass band club because she likes someone, right? Omoshiroi. Maybe it is a misunderstanding. Yeah, maybe it's considering I just came out of Subahibi. And, you know, misunderstandings and all that sort of thing. The guy Sakashita likes. I was curious about what kind of guy a seemingly ordinary girl like her would fall for. Why are you curious? If that curiosity, or maybe it's more like an investigative spirit, could lead to some interest in interacting with Sakashita.
坂下さん、相内くんまた来てるんだけど。
え、そうなんですか？
It's already awkward with them, but like
ほら、窓からずっと覗いてる。
そうですね。
彼は何かな？うちに入りたいのかな？
どうなんでしょう。多分違うと思います。あゆちくん。
Yeah, this is obviously the right translation.
今日も見学していく？
まあ。It seemed easier to understand if I went inside and observed. I entered the classroom and took a look at all the male students.
どうしたの？
Yeah, just wondering who it could be.
ドイツ？何が？
Yeah, I really think it's a misunderstanding. Yeah, it's fine.
あ、今日も見学に来てくれたんだ。
ああ。
どう？入部しようって気持ちになりそ
No, not at all. Yeah, 全然。
あのですね、部長さん。あゆちくんは。
そうだ、よかったら試しに演奏していかないかな。
No, that's fine.
そうねえ、坂下さん、彼なんで見学に来てるのかな。どう対応したらいいかわからないよ。
私にもよくわからなくて、そっとしておいてあげるのがいいと思いますけど。
Most useless bucho ever, by the way.
あ、でも熱心にメモを取ってるね。やっぱり何か研究してるんだね。よそのスパイとかじゃないよね。
うちってスパイされるような実力があるんですか？
ないね。
I watched the brass band club for a while. While observing Sakashida and the male students around her, I tried to figure out who this so-called guy she liked might be.
あゆちくん、何メモしてるの？
いえ、なんでもない。
見られたら恥ずかしいものなのかな。ねえ、あゆちくん。
は？
前質問くれたことなんだけど。
What was it again?
どうしてみんなで演奏しているかって。あの時はいきなりで、音を合わせるためっていうぼんやりとしたことしか言えなかったけど、ちょっと補足したいんだ。なんていうかな、僕はみんなと気持ちを一つにしたいんだ。同じ曲を同じ目標に向かって一つにしていく。それはつまりみんなの心を一つにすることでもあるんだ。
Smart. みんなの心。It kind of sounds like a dangerous ideology, though.
いや、なんで？エヴァの魂保管計画みたいなことを言ってるわけじゃないよ。
No, that's a good that's a good reference. Kind of reminds me of how CSM ended yesterday. Maybe it was Eva episode 26 all over again. Anyway, Eva, human instrumentality plan.
知らないならいいけど、単純にみんなで心を一つにするって楽しい経験だよっていう、そういうことかな。
そっか。It's like Bro sexually harassing our Bucho man. Jesus Christ. Shoot, what the fuck? Shoot, what the fuck is this? Shoot, what the fuck is this? Nani kore? Sakashita dragged me out of the classroom.
ダメだよ、いきなりあんなこと言い出したら。
Something like what?
だから部長さんに
Huh?
だから他の人たちにも聞こえてたし。
Hey, Butcher-san was talking about Eva and the human instrumentality plan. Hokan Keikaku. Anyway, what's that all about?
なんだろう、魂保管計画？部長さんがそんなことを？
Tamashi Hokan no Keikaku. Okay, now I know the Japanese word human instrumentality plan. Tamashi no Hokan no Keikaku. Yeah, about the question why we're all playing together.
そうなんだ。
They're all playing together.
部長さん何考えてるんだろう。
He might be trying to drag you into some weird call, so be careful. 気をつけて。
というか、何の話だっけ？
さあ。Never mind. I'm heading home for today.
あ、バイバイ。
ああ。
魂保管計画？
魂保管計画。So, that's the guy's shit to Alexa. This guy is very misunderstanding what's going on. Honestly, I had no idea. That weird glasses guy, he's interrupting me every time, so I can't think straight. Huh? I lost the notes I was taking in classroom. Did I drop them somewhere? Well, it's not like there was anything important written in them anyway. Mataku. Yada yada. That was yada yada. This is just pointless. I shouldn't be thinking about the brass band club right now. Is this really going to help my condition, Romy?
あれ？相内くん、何やってるの？
Oh yeah, remember that there are other characters in this this VN. What about you? What are you doing here?
食堂で勉強してたんだよ。
You? なんで？
なんでって、ついつい試験に備えて。
What? 何? Did you fail a retest or something?
落としたんだよ。
まあ、頑張れ。Speaking of ところで、do you know about Eva or 魂の保管計画？
それを僕に語らせたら長いよ。
はあ。You know what? It's so weird. Last time someone literally asked me that same question, I also did the same thing as Kanagiri. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Maybe that's why I have no hope in life anymore. It really was. Is this about anime?
もうこんな話してる場合じゃないのに、ついつい試験が迫ってるよ。
魂の保管計画。Jesus Christ. I didn't expect that. すべてよ。Yeah, I guess something happens. What the hell happens in 29? I forget. So Kasumi's gone. Anyway, let's continue.
坂下さん、ちょっといいかな。
はい。
この前、相内くんが来た時にメモ帳を忘れていったみたいなんだ。
And what was he writing?
それで勝手に見て悪かったとは思うんだけど。
どうしたんですか？
その書かれてる内容がなんていうか、ほら、うちのクラブの男子の特徴らしきものがメモされていて。
Ooh, man, this is gonna be a good level of misunderstanding there.
まつげの長さがポイント。場合によっては好きになる。目元が涼しげなのは加点対象。可能性はなきにしもあらず。髪型さえ変えれば垢抜けて魅力が増すと思える。ただ目に力がない。
What is this guy?
それで C から A ランクに分けられてるみたいなんだ。これどういうことかな。 相内くんは一体何が目的で見学に来てたんだろ
私に聞かれても。
う。ちなみに僕についてもメモされていて、 C ランク、メガネのフレームがうざい、可能性なし。
It's over, Butcho. 終わりだ。
ありと言われても困るんだけどね。相内くんにどんな目的があったとしても、それはまあいいと思うんだ。クラブに入ったり見学に来る理由は人それぞれだし、恋の形も人それぞれ。ああ、言っちゃった。
Man, that's just kidding.
とにかくこれ相内くんに返しておいてもらえないかな。
私が。
坂下さんの友達だろ。
そうですけど。
Should I go to the brass band club? I'm really in the mood. I was curious about the kind of guy Sakashida might like, so I observed her a bit. But when I really thought about it, it didn't matter. I lost interest. Besides, she's always been so serious about practicing that even when she talks, it's only with the girls. There was no way to guess what kind of guy she liked. ちょっと待って。Could it be that the other person is also a girl? そっか。I'm starting to feel a little curious.
相内くん。
Yo. Sakashida came out of the classroom.
今日も見学来るの？
Yeah, that's enough. Sorry for bothering you so much.
そうなんだ。そっか。
What is it then?
これ忘れ物。
Nani? Not what I took earlier.
ごめんなさい。
どうしたの？
誰のか調べるために部長が中を見ちゃったらしいんだ。それで内容で相内くんが見学に来ていた理由が分かっちゃったから。
Seriously? So, she found out I was here to observe who Sakashida liked. That felt a little awkward, honestly.
私はいいと思うんだ。別にそういうのいい。
You think it's fine? If you say that, well, it makes me feel a bit better. This is like a repetition of what we were dealing with in Subahibi earlier, huh? Well, I'm the one who's been sleeping on my own. I never intended to ask Sakashita for permission, but it's good that she approves. Tonikaku, it's fine now. I've lost interest.
そうなの？
Yeah, I was watching which guy it might be, but I couldn't figure it out.
そうなんだ。それは残念だったね。
Well, I guess it's more like... right. From now on, I'll just ask you directly.
困るよ。そんな話を振られても。私普通の女の子の恋愛相談だってろくに答えられないのに。
ねえ、Who do you like?
私が誰が好きって何の話？
This notebook, of course.
ノート。相内くんの好みの男の子を探していたメモじゃないの？違うんだ。何この空気。私がすごい変な子みたいな感じに。
But you're in the brass band because there's someone you like, right?
そんなこといつ言ったの？
I know it, he misunderstood. The other day, Well, you said why you were doing it.
この前って、一緒に帰った時、好
What did you say then?
きだからって言ったけど、
ほら。
ほらって、それはだから音楽が好きだからって意味だよ。
That's way too confusing.
あゆちくんはあれ私が誰か好きな人がいるからって意味に取ったの？
You know what? I imagine in Japan they also had that level of misunderstanding. The same misunderstandings that we see in an LLM. But to be fair, Japan's a very high context society, so they can infer context a little bit better than we do. But like, yeah. Yeah, that's what anyone would think.
普通に考えたらいきなりそんな告白しないと思うよ。
How would I know that's normal?
言ってることめちゃくちゃだよ。
Then why would I need to blush over why would you need to blush over every little thing like that?
自分の好きなものを人に話すときって照れるものだよ。
Why, yes. How did you know that this guy's not normal? Yeah, if you're confessing a weird hobby or something. But it's ongaku, right? Why would you need to blush over such ordinary thing?
いや、そんな言われ方されたら私が変みたいだけど。
You are weird. 変だ。
とにかくあれは特に意味なんてないよ。
Ah, so that's how it was. I guess I overthought it.
よくわからないけど、私に好きな人がいてほしかったの？
Yeah, I did.
どうして？
I'm just curious. I wanted to see what normal romance was like.
普通の恋愛？
Surprisingly, it's not just lying around. That kind of thing. In drama, and manga, everyone's always falling in love or something like that. Drama to manga to. But in real life, it's just people sneaking around and pairing up or breaking up without anyone noticing. I was wondering how students here manage that kind of stuff.
あゆちくんはそういうのを研究してたりするんだ。それが部活の活動なの？
Well, yeah, something like that. So, even if you were in the brass band, there's no one like that in your class or something?
なんなのさっきから。
This is a very awkward thing to ask a person you barely know. If you're a man and woman of the right age, spending long hours together in a small classroom, your reproductive instincts kick in. And that romantic desire gets labeled as I or something, boy or something.
じゃあ、あゆちくんはクラスに好きな子とかいるの？
Nope.
さあ、ロマンチックなスイッチ入らないの？
It doesn't.
そうなんだ。なんで私はあゆちくんと恋バナを？そもそもこれは恋バナなの？
I'm a bit of an odd one, you know.
はい。
I like how she answered yes immediately. Huh?
なんでもない。
If you consider yourself a normal girl student, then you'd probably be in love by now, right?
私別に普通の女子学生なんて自認してないよ。そりゃ過去に遡ればいいなと思った人ぐらいいたりはするけど、今の学園に入って結構忙しかったりして、そういうこと考える暇がなかったかな。
So, you were living a fulfilling life.
そうだね。部活動とか勉強とか趣味とか。
What kind of shumi?
それはまあ
It's probably something like stamp collecting, right?
どうせって何？私はそういうイメージなの？
Whatever. You want to collect them, go ahead.
集めてないよ。
If you're a proper girl, why don't you try falling in love at least once or twice? Why is this guy really pushing about it? I get he has this moment he was like, oh, is this falling at first sight is like, but why is he doing this right now? This is like, why is he so fixated? Jane.
恋の一つや二つもしたらどうだって。なんで相内くんにそんなことを言われないといけないの？不思議な人だ。
I don't even understand what the fuck this guy is thinking. Seriously. Mattaku. Even though I came to the Gakuen, I didn't feel like meeting anyone. I peeked into the brass band club, but I couldn't see Sakashita anywhere. Well, she's not always there after all. Also, the bespectacled Butcho, who glanced for me at a moment, seemed suspicious. Maybe I'll head to the Okujo instead. It's one of the few places in this Gakuen site where I can be alone. Huh? Hane? Someone's there. Dareka. And there's some kind of strange all-key sound coming from somewhere. Standing near the railing was an unexpected person. Sakashita. Why is she all alone in a place like this? Oi.
ああ、相内くん、こんにちは。
What are you doing here?
練習だよ。
Isn't the Okujo off limits?
そうだったかな。そういう相内くんだって入ってきてるじゃない。
I have the kagi.
相内くんは屋上に何しに来たの？
I came here to be alone.
あはは、私がいてごめんね。
Ah.
ああ、
Yeah. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
どうでもいいって。
Actually, how did you even get here, Sakashida?
確か鍵が開いてたから普通に入ってきたんだよ。
Is that so? Yeah, but when it came, it was locked. Did you lock the door after coming in?
閉めないよ。
Well, but did Sakashita unconsciously lock the door after going to the Okujo?
開いてたけどな。
Well, Maika. Maybe there's someone else who has the kagi, comes in and out. That person must have left it unlocked. It's Sakashita came to the Okujo and unconsciously locked it again. Mendoksa. It seems that because I've showed up, Sakashita had to stop practicing. Somehow, we ended up silently looking down at the city below. Interaction. Ka. What do you usually do when you're not in club activities? Ukatsudo. I brought up a harmless topic.
何っていうこともないけど。
Do you just stare into space or something?
いや、そういう時もあるかもしれないけど、そんなことばっかりしてないよ。ご飯食べに行ったり、図書館行ったりかな。
ああ、そっか。
あゆちくんは何してるの？
At home. 勉強。
そっか。でもこうやってブラブラしたりもしてるんだ。
Ah. The conversation trailed off. We stood in silence again. Interaction, huh? I tried to have a conversation, but it didn't feel like anything was really connecting. Is this really going to strengthen my soul? Suddenly I thought about confiding in Sakashita about some of these things. Though it'll probably just confuse her more.
そうだ。あゆちくん、一つお願いがあるんだ。
Nani? Sakashita suddenly called out to me.
明日暇なら一緒にご飯食べに行かないかな。
Huh? What? A sudden invitation to dinner? Gohan? This girl really has some unpredictable moments. Tabetu? Where are we going to eat?
あのね、ラーメン屋さん。
I suddenly remembered the bullshit they were making, the bullshit they gave to Katagiri about someone who could slurp noodles through their nose. I like how she actually really liked eating ramen. You know what? I already like this girl. I really like eating ramen. I should go get some ramen tomorrow or something. You're going to eat ramen, not cold noodles or something.
ラーメンの方だよ。ほっかほかの方。
It's going to be hot though.
それがいいの。
This is gonna be a random share. This is so I don't know why I'm sharing this, but there was one time I went to this really good ramen shop during summer, but they had no air conditioning. I don't know why they had no air conditioning. And it was intended because the windows are all open, and it was the hottest day of summer, and they give you ramen. I just got sweating the fuck out of that time. That was a weird time, and I didn't enjoy it one bit. I mean the sweating part, but I really liked the ramen. But it was still hot. Anyway, why would you eat the ramen at a very hot day? I don't understand. Anyway,
お店によっては一人じゃ入りづらくて。
these days even girls eat out alone, ramen or something.
そうだけどね。一人で食べるより二人の方が美味しかったりするし。
You know, it's kind of weird. Isn't ramen one of the more loner type of food dishes you eat? So it's very interesting she's bringing up you eat it with someone else, unless she has some backstory involved with that. Anyway, I don't really get that kind of sensibility.
そう？
Eating with others just makes me annoyed by their bad manners or stressed out by having to nod along to their boring conversations. I can enjoy the food properly.
あゆちくんがいろいろ考えすぎなんだよ。迷惑ならいいんだけど。
It's not about her.
え？
Nelo. じゃない。気になる。
そう？じゃあ一緒に来てくれる？
Sure. So, we're going to eat ramen together. Why so suddenly? Is it normal for people who don't know each other well to go to ramen places together? I wouldn't want to eat that kind of thing, but I guess it's called bonding. Oh, we're not. We should be in the route proper at this point. And I'm going to end after this day. Oh, it's not? So... Oh. It'd be funny if you chose the asshole option. Just like I'm not gonna go with her after being invited. Anyway, sate. Today I made plans to go eat with Sakashida. Ramen. I like how they still gave you an option to be an asshole and not go out with her. Despite being invited, you know. I don't dislike it, but I'm not the type to go out of my way to eat it. Besides, ramen places are always crap and smelly. This fucking asshole. Anyway. They're definitely not the kind of place for deep thinking. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Well, today is fine. Right on time, I headed to the meeting spot. Sakashida didn't seem to be there yet. Oh, she's wearing nice clothes. I like her hair tied.
あゆちくんだよね。
Huh? A girl I didn't know called out to me from the side. Then I don't know her. Yeah, I do know her.
誰みたいな反応しないで。あゆちくんじゃない。
待って。もしかして、Sakashida?
もしかしても何も坂下だよ。
You were here?
いたよ。
じゃあ、why didn't you just say something?
ここで待ってたら、あゆちくんがまっすぐやってきて、そのまま私に気づかないみたいに立ち尽くすから、どうしようって迷ってたんだよ。
Actually, I didn't notice.
絶対視界に入ってたよ。
Well, I did, but gomen. I didn't notice because she wasn't in her safe good. It had a different hairstyle. Now, people, you know the bullshit they do with superhero comics about like a dude, like Superman just wearing his glasses can automatically and changing his hairstyles can automatically confuse people. Yeah, that happens. It also happens in real life, by the way. じゃあ、行こう。
うん。ごめんね。今日は私のお願いに付き合ってもらって。
いいえ、平気。
行きたいお店、ここから歩いてすぐだから。
But it's still a bit early for eating, isn't it? It was just past 11 o'clock.
でも人気があってね、開店直後に行かないとすぐ混むんだ。開店11時だからちょうどいいかなって。
That is also my experience eating ramen. Both here and there. A line, huh? Even in this heat, there are quite a few people who want to eat ramen. Yeah, you know what? In Japan, they really have long-ass lines. In the more popular places, you have to get the ticket at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Then you go back at 4 p.m. What the fuck? Anyway, but that's real deal shit, man. That's actually what happens in some places.
あ、ここ。
What is this? Is this the ramenya? A small shop Sakashida led me was tucked away in the corner of the residential area. Though there was a sign hanging at the entrance saying it was open, you wouldn't notice it was a ramen place unless someone told you. It was a modestly styled shop.
あのね、ここ頑固な店長さんで有名なところなの。それで、なんていうか、一人では怖くて。
There's no need to eat at a place like that.
でもね、味がすっごい評判がいいの。ラーメン好きなら一度は食べるべきなんだって。
I automatically like this girl, by the way. Did a friend tell you that?
雑誌とネットに書いてあったから。
Oh yeah, I used to be subscribed to those magazines myself. Damn. Oh, so. Well, let's just go inside then.
おいしい。
Oh man, I already like her CG, holy shit. Now I want to eat ramen. But I just ate the ramen last Saturday. Wait, give me a second. I fucking hate the screenshot got Luna Translator in. She slurred her ramen with a satisfied expression. I like to show you ramen that she has right now. Well, it's within the average range.
人が食べてるの見ながら意味不明な感想言わないで。
あんちゃん、普通った手厳しいね。これでも20年やってるんだぜ。
No, it's not about the ramen. It's about her.
いただけねえな。そんな可愛い彼女指さして普通った。うちの女房はどうなるんだ。
彼女って違いますよ。
She's giving the usual reaction.
なんであやちくんはそんなにクールなの？
Actually, she doesn't seem that stubborn.
そうだね。
He doesn't seem that
ネットの
stubborn.
口コミって時々間違ってるからな。でも味は評判通り美味しい。
Is it?
あやちくんは夏休み勉強してるって言ってたけど、受験勉強？
Yeah.
まさかって、じゃあ何かな？
Osaka. Okay. If I had to say, it's a survival strategy. Survival sucks in. I'm researching a lot of things.
きっと詳しく聞いても私じゃわからないようなことなんだよね。
Yeah, even I don't fully get it myself.
難しいんだね。
Sakashira, do you have any plans outside of Bukatsu?
何もないよ。
Sounds like a boring Natsuyasumi.
色気のある夏休みって何？あやちくんは自分は何もしないのに人にそういうのを求めてばかりだよね。
It's not just about that. I mean, is there nothing else? Even a hope would be fine.
希望？
Like somewhere you'd like to go.
そうだね。あ、島に行ってみたいな。
What? Torishiro-jima or something? What the fuck? Shima? Doko?
小笠原諸島とかかな。
Wait a second. Isn't this where real life Summer Pockets Torishiro-jima is in real life? Wait, give me a second. I remember this name. I'm like, no way he's making this kind of thing right now. Ogasawara Islands. No. Wait. No. No, it's not. It's another set of islands. These islands are so... They're basically near the Marianas Trench at this point. They're even further than the Okinawa Islands, so it's... Oh, okay. Iwo Jima is one of them. Okay. Okino Torishima. Minami Torishima. Okay, never mind. You know what? Never mind. My bad. Let's go back to this video. I was like, wait a minute. Is that the... Anyway, never mind. That was an unexpected name.
なんでとか聞かないの？
Is it because it's a tourist spot?
そうだけど
You're asking me to dig into such a normal what kind of guy?
決めつけるものじゃないよ。
Bro, this is the third route, but he is most insufferable today.
掘り下げていったら普通じゃない事実が出てくるかも。
Still, it doesn't pique my curiosity much.
ひどい。
What? どうして Do you want to go to Ogasawara Islands?
坂下だよ。はあ、ね。
Suddenly, Sakashida pulled out a guidebook. Where did a guidebook come from? Was she? What the hell?
じゃん。クジラが見られるんだって。
Oh. So, Sakashida wants to see whales.
見たいよ。
Whale watching, huh? Back then, I didn't have time to think about such things. I did see something like it.
どうしたの？
Yeah. Oh, this must be involved. His thoughts right now. It must be related to the thing that happened 7 years ago. Just say no. Even though it's called Tokyo, that place isn't exactly somewhere you can visit in a day trip.
知ってるよ、それくらい。
Well, good then. So, where are they planning to go?
だからそんな具体的な話じゃないよ。遠いし、いつか機会があったらいいなって。
Even though it's far, you could get there in no time if you really wanted to.
そうなのかな。
Wait, did my element magically generate a totally different set of islands than what they were talking about? What the fuck? Why are they talking about as if it's super close to Tokyo? Like Rokkenjima or some shit like that? No, actually Rokkenjima isn't even near.
今日は付き合ってくれてありがとう。
Surprisingly, it was pretty good food.
そうならよかった。でも意外にもって期待はしてなかったんだね。
Well, I just thought all ramen was pretty much the same. Oh man, I remember the last guy who said that shit to me, man. I had to change his mind. I just had to change his mind.
結構奥が深いでしょ。
I wouldn't go that far.
そっか。
What an asshole. I like the Sakashida again. You're actually a pretty weird one, huh?
何いきなりあゆちくんに変なやつ認定された。でも普通って言われるよりはちょっと嫌じゃないのはなんでだろう。
Actually, yeah, but like at the same time, being said by this guy. We stood in silence for a while. I wanted to go home quickly, but Sakashida showed no signs of leaving. Did she still have something else to do, or was she just killing time?
あゆちくんが何か言いたげに立ってる。お昼食べてさよならの予定だったけど、ダメなのかな。
I like how she's also having similar thoughts. That's so cute. They're having similar thoughts right now.
あ、そうだ。あゆちくん、ちょっと時間あるかな。
By the way, why is she the only heroine that is straight? She has so many straight up, her own line, her own internal monologue lines. Well,
ちょっと相談したいことがあって。
talk.
あ、そんな重い話じゃないんだけど、誰かに聞いてもらいたい話があって。あゆちくんって頭がいいから何かアドバイスとかくれるかなって。
Advice. Sakashida spoke in a hurried tone. Anyway, it seems she wanted to consult me because of my intellect. Sure. Well, standing around here talking isn't exactly ideal.
そうだね。食堂、てっきり新田さんのお店に行くのかと思った。
Because he's being cheap or something. I don't know, man. It's more casual this way. No, I can't imagine going to school on a random day with nothing to do. You know, just going to school just to talk like this.
私服姿で来るのはちょっと気が引けない。
There's also that. Wait a second. Do the college students wear casual clothes? Because I expect the college once you get to college, you no longer wear a uniform. But like, yeah, maybe they're so used to wearing uniforms until they get to college. Really? There are college students here too. I don't mind.
で、あやちくん何食べてるの？
Mackerel Dawn. Wait a second. But didn't he already eat? Why is he eating again?
さっきラーメン食べたばかりだよ。結構大食い？
Yeah, ramen's a heavy dish. So him eating... Not really. I just can't feel settled unless I get some DHA every meal. This guy.
そんな欲求は持ったことない。
Is she... Everyone's eating something as brainless as ramen just doesn't sit right with me.
頭の悪い食べ物とか言っちゃダメだよ。
You know what? This is the second girl who's nice to him despite him being an asshole. Like even Shinobu is like being nice to him. Like he's straight up being like mean. Not like mean in a friendly mean manner. Like straight up an asshole.
ね、なんだろう。
What is it then?
どう相談したらいいかわからなくて、ちょっと複雑というか抽象的なんだけど。
If you're going to ask for advice about something philosophical, I'm not sure how much I can give.
文系っぽい悩み？
Like, where did live or die?
そんな重大な相談しないよ。ね、気のせいと言ったらそれまでなのかもしれないけど、家で不思議なことがあるの。
Shigi?
家族がたまに私のことを思い出せないの。
Alright. Isn't that dementia or something?
おばあちゃんじゃないからね。まだ50前の母と弟と揃って朝私を見てきょとんとするの。誰だっけって言って数秒してから、ああ、イーナじゃない、姉貴かよって反応するの。
Maybe they're half asleep in the morning, and that happens sometimes.
そうだね。でも二人ともだよ。
Well, that is strange. But I can't say it's impossible. I mean, sometimes I lose track of you two, Sakashida.
何それ、やっぱり。
Oh, you mean the earlier when they met in the station, that wasn't him just being randomly like couldn't identify her because she looks so different? That is straight up something is happening. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like you blend in the crowd and just disappear into the scenery.
影が薄いって言ってるだけじゃないのそれ。
Exactly, that's it. Being unnoticeable. What kind of scientific phenomena is that, I wonder? Maybe I'll look into it a bit more next time.
変な方 ここに興味がいってる。
If your family suddenly forgets you,
なんかね、そういうことが時々起こるの。
how often does it happen?
1週間に1度くらいかな。
Shuka, your family forgets you?
そう。
That's quite a frequent occurrence.
それに家族だけじゃなくて友達とかにも同じ反応されたりして、すぐに思い出してくれるし、本当に些細なことなんだけど、そういうことが何度か続くとね、私ある日いきなり誰からも忘れられちゃうんじゃないかって。それはまあ冗談だけど。あゆちくん？
Iina.
え？
That phenomena. I'm curious about it. More than you yourself even.
なんで私自身と比べる必要が。
Fine. I'll help.
ただ話を聞いてほしかっただけで、具体的に何かしてもらいたいわけじゃないよ。
I'll help anyway. For now, I'll go home and think about it. We might talk more in detail later.
はい。
Probably address our misunderstanding, I guess. It's fine, isn't it? It's interesting. 面白い。
あゆちくんに相談してよかったのかな。
Being forgotten by people, huh? Well, Sakashida is a bit of an introvert, but there's no way her Kazuko would forget about her. My thoughts quickly hit a dead end. Well, there's just not enough clues. Next time I get the chance, I'll ask Sakashida to tell me a bit more. Probably just some silly explanation waiting for us. Still, it's fine. Most of the world is full of nonsense anyway. That's because humans are ridiculous. What do you mean, humans are ridiculous? She's acting all high and mighty when she barely interact. I'm acting all high and mighty when I barely interact with anyone. It's pointless. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. We're gonna continue again tomorrow. I'm gonna start out with Subahibi. I don't know. We're gonna finish. Yeah, if I choose to finish tomorrow down the rabbit hole 1, then there is a big chance I'm not gonna start this tomorrow. I mean, not we're gonna continue tomorrow, but like I honestly want to read, because like unfortunately, like I also started to get interested. But my priority tomorrow is finishing the 2026 reread of Down the Rabbit Hole 1. Can't believe it's been 3 years since I last read that chapter. Anyway, I hope you guys are watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload or stream. Ciao.
ささやかだけど愛おしい日々淡く優しい色始まりの日も空を見てた横顔を今も覚えてる懐かしむにはまだ早すぎて胸の奥にしまい込んだ小さな痛み抱きしめては どうかこのままで
金曜日の夜にお一人ですか？まったく情けないですね、兄さん。